Hey there, it's Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop. Today we're at the Shoot 270 range here, which is inside the GlockStore here in Nashville. And we're going to do something kind of different, kind of unique, and kind of cool because we have a gun in our rental counter that is so popular with people uh, that I just had to show it to you. It's the B&T APC9. It's an amazing gun. It really is. It's a 9mm, but what's really fascinating about it is that it takes Glock magazines. That's why it's here at the Glock store. But people love shooting it because it's got a short stroke and a high cycle rate. And let me tell you some of the features real quick. It basically operates kind of like an AR-15 in a sense, in one way that's really peculiar and interesting. The um, the gun breaks down right here with these two pins, right? So you take the two pins out, the lower comes off, the upper goes that way, just like an AR-15. But what's fascinating here is that the lower itself is not the gun. It's not a serialized part. The upper is a serialized part. So pretty cool that you can actually, they have different lowers available with different magazine configurations, and there's a full auto loader, which is a lot of fun, and a couple other things. But this is the Glock lower that is available, and I thought, well, because it shoots Glock magazines, let's play this with this one. Now, it's got the forward charging handle. So it's ambidextrous, it's on both sides. But what's really cool is it's got a very short stroke. That's it. And you can lock it back with a slide lock right here. So you pull this back, push up, and it locks it back just like so. Big old magazine release button right there. Okay, it's got your selector switch here. Now again, this is one of our rental guns here in Nashville. So it goes rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, which is a lot of fun. We're going to do that in a little bit. But it's a really cool gun because it's so small and so lightweight, and it shoots 9mm, which is a really good idea for self-defense and, well, just regular shooting because, one, it's less expensive than 223. Two, it's better for close shooting. Okay, you can control it better. Okay, it's better for sound. You can suppress it better. All kinds of wonderful things with a 9mm, especially with the new 9mm rounds. And the fact that it takes Glock magazines is always the icing on the cake for us here. This one in particular has a folding stock. Lots of different options you can do when you build one up. But I just thought that this gun has been so popular in a rental counter that I wanted to make sure that we shot it here. So let's go ahead and get our eyes and ears on. And we'll go ahead and shoot a couple rounds down there. And then we'll play with a couple other little things. One of which is this little suppressor. It's a 3D printed suppressor from B&T as well that slips right on there. So, but first, let's just get used to the single shot capability, okay? So it's like I said, it's a Glock magazine. So these are Glock magazines with an extension on it. Goes in like so, right? Fingers off the trigger, right? Okay, I've got it locked back right now, so all I have to do is really release the slide stop, or I could, pull back on the handle. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and load it. Now, the nice thing I like about these kind of deals is you can actually look in there and see the round being stripped off and loading. Even when you want to just press check it, you can just press check it right here like so. And that's actually really nice. You have a lot of control. We've got it paired up here with a little riser and an acro. This is an aim-point acro optic. All right, so I've got the switch in safe right now. I'll put it down a single shot. Just kind of lean forward here and take a shot. And take a shot. Not bad, huh? Not a lot of recoil. That's the nice thing about 9mm. Not a lot of recoil. You can actually kind of squeeze off some. Lots of fun. I mean, really, a lot of fun because it just feels so good in your hand to shoot this. And there it's empty. Okay, now, let's take this to the next level of fun, which would be a 3D printed suppressor. Okay, now the suppressor, it's not a silencer, but it does suppress a lot of the noise. And this one has a kind of a press fit mount. So I'm gonna just stick it on right here on these lugs, bring it down, squeeze it in place, and it's locked in. It unlocks with the little button up top here. But I've got it locked in place, right? Let's go ahead and take one of our big stick magazines. And this time, I'm going to put the selector switch all the way over to the full auto option. And this is what people really love to come down to shoot here in Nashville. So if you're visiting and you want to shoot, come on down and have some fun here in Nashville. So one of the neat things about this gun, especially when you don't have the suppressor on there with the folded stock, it's super concealable, which means you can have a little sling and just kind of keep this under a coat. So it's a perfect gun for really self-defense. One of the things that I was told before we started this video is that this gun is the official gun of the U.S. Air Force. So, you know, for protection, for personal protection. So it really is cool because of the fact that it's so concealable. And it's got this amazing cyclic rate. All right, here we go. Woo-hoo! But it's significantly quieter without or with the suppressor. Now, the suppressor is hot. So be careful when you actually shoot this thing. Once you put that on there, unless you have a glove, you're gonna let it sit there for a while. Okay, so I've got it loaded again with a big stick magazine. And we're just gonna go ahead and drop down our slide stop or bolt release, I guess it could be. Wow. Now, if you want to have some fun shooting a B&T, well, you can get one for yourself, but you can come here to GlockStore, and it's part of our rental program. So people come from all around the country, and we're just 2 miles from the airport. They visit the GlockStore, come into our Shoot 270 range, and get to shoot, you know, kind of fun guns like this. So we invite you to come down and check it out. I'm Lenny McGill. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you here in Nashville sometime soon.